As you can see, these bulbs were planted 2 years ago. These daffodils, they've got what? 2 blooms on them. They've gone what they call blind. So what we need to check is we need to dig one up and see that it's not damaged by any nasties in the stems, because that will turn them blind. If not, I'll tell you what to do with them. But let's have a look first. So we'll choose a bulb, say here. These are quite useful actually. It's a bulldog tool, but actually it's used for planting whips. But I'll tell you what, it's a useful one for here as well. So if we dig down, and we should be able to, let's hopefully dig one out. You can see I'm lifting one out here. Oh, I've missed and cut the tops off. That's bad. We're going to go deeper then, haven't we? Oh, let's try that. There's one there. And what we do now is we get a penknife. Yes, one of those multi-knives that's got everything for getting stones out of ponies' hooves. And what we do is we cut it through, literally through the middle. Careful with you, and you go right through the neck. Can you see the neck there? You go right through the neck there. And I've opened it up, and there you can see absolutely nothing. There are no grubs, there's no eating of the root, nothing wrong at all. So what we can say is that they've gone blind. Let's just clean that knife off, and then we can pop that back in my pocket. So what do we do if we've got blind daffodils? Well, the first thing is I'm going to push those back in the ground, because they deserve to be back in the ground, because that's where they belong. I'll throw that one over the back, that's wasted product. Now, what you have to do is, what has actually happened is, the bulb has exhausted itself that we planted 2 or so years ago. What it's often doing is producing a bisect, a little one on the side of the main bulb. It might have even had one there in the first place. It might have had a bulb, and then little ones on the edges. The main bulb will have flowered with 2 or 3 flowers, but then the little ones will sit there and they'll come blind to start with. The older bulb will disappear and the new one will come. Now, what do? We feed them a lot with a liquid feed, a good liquid fertilizer at this stage, and they will come back into flower. But we do have to work on them. We've got to look after them. They're bulbs, there's nothing wrong with them, and they will flower in the future. And that's how bulbs reproduce. They reproduce by putting sets on the side, and the sets will then become the flowering plant. It's as simple as that. So remember, if you've got blind ones, don't throw them away. Put them somewhere in your garden where they're not on show. Water them, feed them, look after them, and they'll come back into life. Put them in the veg plot, then you can use them for cut flower. Yeah, that's a great idea. There's more tips and information on World Radio Gardening. Go to the site and have a good look at what we're up to.